Hi my beautiful people. If you are here because you are currently shopping for my handmade lock jewels, thank you so much for your support. In this video, I'm going to show you how to measure your locks so that you can know exactly what size lock jewelry you need to order to adorn your crown. If this is your first time watching, I'm Isis and I design and handcraft lock accessories for my online shop, Electraroots. I've also been locked for going on 6 years now, 3 years with my first set, which was interlocks, and now 3 years with this set, which are semi-free forms. Now let's get into the video. So the first thing you want to note is that locks come in many different sizes, and most likely the locks in your head are even a few different sizes. When you are shopping for lock jewelry, you will typically see that the beads and accessories are sized in millimeters or centimeters. And so today I'm going to show you how to measure your locks and see how many millimeters thick they are. Before I get into how to measure, I want to make a couple quick notes about Sisterlocs, Microlocs, and Lumpy locks. So if you have Sisterlocs or Microlocs, your locks are 1 millimeter or smaller in thickness, and so it's really no point to measure them. I would recommend just taking a group of your locks, maybe like 2 to 5, and then you'll be able to fit the smallest accessory that you can find onto the lock. The smallest size I have is 3 millimeters. And then also another option is you can take a group of your Microlocs or Sisterlocs, like 2 to 5, however many you need to fit into the bead. You can do a little plait braid or a little twist, and that'll be a cute way to wear the accessories in your hair. And for my people with lumpy locks throughout their head, if the lock you want to put the jewel on is thicker at the ends than it is on the rest of the lock, then you're gonna have to order your accessories in a size that it fits the thickest part of the lock so that it will be able to fit over that part and slide onto the rest of the lock. Because if you order something in the size of the smallest part of your lock and the bottom is thicker, then you won't be able to get past that lump right there. Okay, so step 1, you want to choose which lock or locks you want to put your accessories on. So for example, this lock fits a 9 millimeter accessory. This lock right here is much thinner, and so I think it fits probably like a 7 millimeter. So let's see. This is one of my smallest locks, so yes, so this lock fits 7 millimeter beads, and this lock fits 9 millimeters. And then my really thick locks, like this one, I'm pretty sure it can fit either 11 millimeter or 13 millimeter. So this is a 13 millimeter. Let me see. So a 13 millimeter can pretty much fit on this lock, but I also think possibly an 11 millimeter can fit too, one size smaller. Yep, the 11 millimeter fits better on this than the 13 millimeter. The 13 millimeter can fit, but it is a little loose. This one fits a little more snug. Okay, so step 2 is measuring, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways. So the first way is really easy, but it might be kind of hard if your locks are shorter. You want to take a ruler that has these little millimeter markings and then lay your lock on top and see how many millimeters it covers. If your hair isn't long enough and you aren't able to grab your lock and lay it on top of the ruler and see clearly how many millimeters, you can also try recording yourself measuring your lock with your front camera, and then you can go back and look at the video and see how many millimeters your lock covered, and it'll tell you what size bead you need. And then the second way to measure your lock is to take a coin and place your lock on top of it to see how much of the coin it covers. On my lock size chart, I have dimes, a penny, and a nickel. I have dimes for the smaller sizes, and you can see how much of the lock is covered. And then for the thicker sizes, I use a penny or a nickel. And so if your locks are on the smaller size, you can take a dime and you can lay your lock across, and you can see if your hair is covering the coin all the way, then you probably need like a size 9 millimeter. If your lock is just covering just a small portion of it, then that means you're going to need like a 3 millimeter or a 5 millimeter. And then if you have really thick locks, you can use a nickel instead of a dime, and you can place it and you can see how much of your lock is covering it. And you can always refer to my size chart as a reference to see how much of the lock is being covered and what size you should get. And so now I want to show you how to put my jewels onto your lock with a bobby pin. If you have thicker locks, it would probably be easy to just take the jewel and you can easily just slide it onto your lock like that. But for the smaller sizes, it'll probably be easier if you have a bobby pin or a beater. If your lock is not tapered on the end, if it's like more round at the end and it's hard to fit the jewel into your lock, take a bobby pin and then you can just slide the accessory right through. And it should be much easier to get the jewel on. So a couple special facts about my lock accessories is that they are made out of glass beads and I use a super strong beading thread. My jewels are very durable, 100% water friendly, and they are made to last for years and years. I hope I was able to help you find the proper size lock jewelry to adorn your crown. If you are shopping my lock accessories, many thanks again. I am so grateful for you. Thank you all for tuning into this video. Until next time, peace.